Welcome everyone, hope you're well. Hope everyone had a good day trading. With a nice fade of overnight high back into value, fade of the overnight low, and then back into value. A nice classic sweep both directions. Hope people made money. These are my favourite days, like today, which normally you can see this after a big trend day. You're normally going to be expecting to have some chop and consolidation after a big day like that, like yesterday. Hope everyone's doing well. Appreciate if you could like the stream. Let me know if you're watching. Let me know what trade you've been in. Will be interesting to see. We're just currently at the POC. I thought I would put the volume profile on, as I'm just about to do a video on volume profile, and there's a couple of ways we can do it, but I'm going to do a video on the settings of everything and how to configure it. But if everyone could let me know how your trading is going. Did you win today? What positions were you in? What products did you trade? We can see from today, if I bring up the profile, we've got A and B period, the first hour of the day where initial balance was set. We then went bid, and then we essentially found some resistance up here, then just reversed back into value and then cleared the low down here, and now we're back in value. So we might have one more sweep, as the sellers have been pretty aggressive most of the day with negative 6k delta. But see, everything's pretty much at POC, to be honest. Did we hit IB1? Nope. When the market's in balance, it tends to respect our cool little boxes that we draw, which is just sweeps back in, you know. It's nice when the market does that, but you need to be in a balanced day for that to happen, right? If this is your first time in the stream, let me know what you want to see. We'll see if the market's going to fill out these areas down here. I think we're going to need our good friend NQ to break here. If we can consistently break down here, we should see some size come in. We can see the offer has been stacked and the bid's been pulled at the moment. More in the 1 minute. This was a glorious sell-off today. If anyone caught this. Nice, there we go. Let's see if ES can crack through here. It's trying. There's a lot of negative delta here. Negative 600 delta at this price. So if we don't aggressively sell and crack down here, then people are going to be caught off pretty quickly. These are the types of times the market just goes bid back up to POC and chops, but then the people that sold down here need to liquidate. But to be honest with you, this is not exactly 30 minutes. We'll get to see some action, and the market may break one way, or the classic power hour is what everyone likes to call it. But let me know your positions today that you were taking. Do you like balance days? Do you prefer trend days? What do you prefer? We're just also going to bring up the treasury market as well. I've got a tendency to trade these as they're relatively straightforward. We sold the break of this level today, and I think we got out for like 5 ticks. 5 ticks is a huge win in treasuries. The good thing about treasuries is this is a really solid just down day today in ZN. You don't tend to get a lot of movement, really consistent markets if you're not trading. If you're not looking for volatility, these things tend to be fairly straightforward. They move in tandem with each other, and they're super slow. You need to have the patience of a saint, right? 3-4 ticks is a big move, but they don't tend to have the same aggressive sweeps that equities do. You know, these are a lot slower, really straightforward. You've got tons of time to make your decisions. I think for people that are just starting, the treasury markets are a good way. You know, you're never going to go bust trading treasuries, to be honest with you. Just to give you a quick rundown of what these is. This is the 10-year. This is the 30-year. This is the 5, and this is the 2. So typically these work in correlation with each other. And ZN is the thickest market. I mean, look at the bid and offer, how thick it is, and you compare it to NQ, it's absolutely crazy. So, depending on how the day is going in ES, I'll sometimes trade treasuries if I'm wanting a pretty chilled day. But we're starting to see a little bit of action here. We're starting to see some size slinging off at the minute. Today's a good day. You ended 32 ticks. Nice. Yeah. So tick wise, I traded a couple of products. I traded treasuries and this. Commissions are a little bit higher. Not been the best trade management, but just trying to think. How would I bring this up? Trade. Open trade window. 24 ticks for me in ES. And I think we made about 6 or 7 ticks in ZN. So decent day for me, to be honest. Happy with that. Oh, here we go. Here's some action. We can see the bid been pulled. If we can crack through these, we might see a little mini capitulation to end the session. NQ's going. Right, we need to get through here. Someone is literally holding this up at this price. See that all absorption there? if they can crack through this, but our friend NQ is going to need to go at the same time. We saw the Russell tick down as well. So if NQ can go down here, this should take this out, and we should see a nice chop through prices when it's like this. There's some volume coming in negative delta. So this is good. But we need to crack this. This guy was still absorbing this price. This is effectively an iceberg going on here. Someone's still holding. If this cracks this level with some size, you're going to see if whoever is holding this price here, if enough sellers can break through, this is gonna dump. Trying. It's good. You see the absorption there. There we go. The guys gave up, and then you see a capitulation. That iceberg, this is the reason why you don't just trade icebergs. He's then gone, you were short up here, and that was your play, you know. Very simple, that's your 10 ticks done. It's a great example. So you can see once that guy gave up, he was absorbing at 4,500 on the bid, you know. And then when it broke the next price, you saw the offer was still absorbing. They absorbed 300 quickly, then instantly hit into the bid, which is a really good sign. This is nice order flow. So watch, you'll see the market goes down and hits this. Oh, I'll move this drawing. Let's see what happens when the market gets down to the previous swing point. And we need to move drawing here. We'll see if it does get down there anyway. We could just go down and back up to POC now, and there is tons of orders down here. Would love to see a nice little sweep of this area. Good, it's good you had a good day, man. M period is normally pretty wild. Sorry about that, guys. They're missing excitement? Probably not. So we saw the market go back up and retest. Let's see if we can go down and crack here. It'll be interesting. As I said, M period is normally pretty wild. So let me know what trade you're in. Are you still watching? I'm going to release a video on volume profile. You see at the left here. There's multiple ways you can have it, but this is simply a most recent one that gives you the profile for the whole day. So you can easily see, you can extend the lines, but I'll cover a full video on it. It makes sense to match it on the DOM as well, so you can visualize what you're seeing. Market seems to be struggling at this area. What do you guys trade? Is it just NQ and ES, or do you trade any other markets? So everything ticked down. There we go. It'll be interesting what we can see down here at this level if we get down here. If we do, let's see. There we go. There's the capitulation. Okay, let's see how it reacts down here at the low of the day. Are we going to sweep because we're just about to shoot ourselves into this level? We want to see a little mini sweep and seeing we might take it. Delta is extremely aggressive. Now it's happened too quickly, to be honest. This is the problem with streaming. So the play's already happened, to be honest. This is the bid here. You're looking to get in super aggressive, and then you're out for your 8 to 10 ticks when the market ticks up. I've missed it. It's too quick, But that was the trade, to be honest with you. Do you see how my little, rectangles that I've got drawn? The market does this all the time. That's just a classic sweep, takes all the liquidity, and then the market will go back bid to where we were. It was just too quick and I'm too busy talking. But classic example. And there's your 10-15 ticks, you're out in like 30 seconds. Honestly. C'est la vie. But I use the same strategy in every other market, to be honest. If you're meaning YM with the Dow or treasuries is pretty much the same. It's just not as it just doesn't move like this. It doesn't have as aggressive hits into levels like that. It more kind of trickles down, and you've got a lot more time in treasuries to make your decision. So like right now, this already gave you your trades. So the second time you hit it, it's going to be quite challenging. You're kind of dicing because if they take out this level now, then we're going to be in free fall a little bit. But there could still be some battling, to be honest, down here. Normally the the bid is going to hold this up, which they are. We're going to switch the delta to see what this looks like, but they are still holding this level. But normally the second sweep at it, I'm normally a one and done type chap. Yeah, exactly. My little rectangles, just by staring at charts. And this is the thing. I'm not. All I'm trying to do here with order flow is say like, right, big players are going to smash price down here. They're going to get their fills. Stops are going to be triggered, which is where you want to see the aggressive stops come in, which they did. It just happened too quickly, and then you see instantly when this is what I've been saying all the time. When you see that order there and you're correct with order flow, you are instantaneously correct. That you're like that's painless trading. It's hard to stream and trade because I can't entertain and talk to you while you know what I mean. It's difficult to do that, but I think it's good learning lessons to see that because it allows you to view in the market, you know, what's happening. Because if you were to be buying, right? Say you bought up here and you're like, oh shit, it's not broke. It's sort of pulled back. Prices making higher highs here. It's made it a higher high and it's pulled back, and people will be like, oh yeah, so I'll just buy. Then it shits itself. If you didn't get out here, it's punished you even more. And ultimately, everyone's stop that's bought in this region that's still been a dick and holding is going to be out. You know. But now that this has come back here again, you know, it makes me a little bit more likely that we're gonna break this level, to be honest, because we've had now two sweeps at it. If NQ continues to hit in there, we're also sweeping these prices a little. So an M period's always wild, and if we do give up this area down here, there's not a lot of value. This is what I was saying the other day. When you have these big bid periods up where the market just goes straight up, there's absolutely no value built up here, and by no value I mean volume really traded as such. The market's not filled out these areas. So if this goes, we could this M period. I'm not joking when I say this. This could take away quite a lot of this session if this breaks. Because you're going to have tons of long liquidations from today, right? If this smashes and breaks, you're going to have all the long liquidations that come in, and you're going to have fresh shorts come in if this aggressively hits this level. So sellers, like everything, they try and the market when it's selling, if you are on the right side of selling, nothing drops quicker in equities than an aggressive selling market. It's a lot quicker than buying, that's for sure. So that's the theory. Buyers are going to aggressively defend this area, as we can see by 1300 absorbed, 500 absorbed. They've absorbed on these prices. They've got to 2,000 contracts. And we have still got the last 15 minutes to come in. So these 15 minutes, are we just going to simply, sellers going to tire out, but knowing how the market likes to do it, they like to abuse people that are offside. And right now, everyone that's been longing today on hopium that the market's going to the moon, it could take all of this away. But we're going to need a slide down and everything else. It's interesting, look, that YM and Russell are not really moving. NQ's bidding, which is affecting ES. These markets are not really moving, so you could be fading. You could be taking the short here, because if NQ cracks, this is going to go. No, well, to be honest with you, pre-market, the last 3 or 4 sessions is just grinded up the way. So still tons of absorption here. We're going to quickly refresh these. Here we go. Here's the chance. If NQ can break this low with some size, this is going to go. Here we are. Now, is this going to break it? We're seeing buyers still holding up. NQ needs more size to break this low, and this will go. Let's see if this will aggressively hit the low. But you can see they're still holding, man. They're really defending this area. This is the last chance saloon for buyers. I mean, next target. I mean, you maybe see a stop here or something. My little blue line maybe act as some, but this extension line is the value, and then we've got a little bit of chunk of volume, round about here to maybe stop it. So if sellers do want to get really aggressive right now, they can put buyers in pain because we're right below the low of the day. So here we go. They're really defending. I mean, to be honest, they would have to, right? Oh, I'd love to see some aggressive selling there and take the market, I want to see some pain when I'm not in trades. But do you see how the market really defends these areas when you look at them? Ah, boo. We're looking like just a classic rectangle side of things and then back up into value. How shame. Let's quickly have a look. See, in that whole time, Treasuries have not moved. This is what I'm saying. Treasuries has moved like 2 ticks in that whole time we've just watched. So really slow market, but it's normally going to be fairly straightforward market, to be honest with you. So if you want to have a chillax day, you trade Treasuries, but if you're offside in Treasuries, it's going to hurt as well, because it's not like you can get out very easy with how slow it is. Wow. There we go. End of the day now. Sellers are going to really need to hit aggressively now. See, this is why I never buy or sell breakouts. Breakouts for me, honestly, I suck at them. I never buy. I would always fade these. I faded it the first time, but I would never normally go for breakouts. I like them because when they do happen, there's capitulation. But look at this as a classic example. It goes down, takes all the orders, does a little bit of dancing, absorption, tons of absorption down here, and then we're back up. Nice simple trade. You could have double dipped on this trade, but I would have been happy with my 10 ticks. Had a nice one here, nice one here, and that would be pretty much done for the day. You don't need to take every one of them. You need the specific context of what you're looking for. And typically, when I have a good day, I'm not going to start trading at this time just because a setup appears. I don't want to turn a green day into into a red day, to be honest. Jeez, we just had like 3k delta come in. Now we've got, with the amount of buying coming in, we're going to have the people that were stuck here and sold the breakout are now going to have to liquidate. Oops. So you're going to see, this is why you're going to potentially see the price just go up so quickly. And then we're back again back to our little rectangle friend up here. You know, stop area. Classic. We can maybe increase our little rectangle by a little smidgen. Move drawing. Up here. Also coincides with large order. We'll see how the market responds at our imbalance high. Sorry, the middle of imbalance and the previous day high. That's all the market's doing. Consistently getting orders filled, sweeping levels. Doesn't matter if you're looking at it in a 4 hour or 1 hour or daily or 1 minute or whatever, it's doing the same on every single side, and then order flow confirms that, you know. Does that make sense to you guys? Look at this straight bid as well. It's nice when the market does this. You know, it just goes straight down and straight up. It's good. This is the type of, you know, shit you don't want to see here. We want to see in the session here if we can blast through this and then take another little stop run. See, we're the L is pretty much going to be point of control above here. It's going to struggle to straight break up through point of control with 25,000 contracts traded. So we're probably going to see some chop in a wee second. But what's going to be interesting, in 6 minutes we've got all of the crazy volume to come in. Aggressive buying. I don't know if you guys can hear the tick strike going off. I don't know if it's annoying or not. But we're just seeing buying just aggressively taking each price at the moment. And all notice the correlation with all equities bidding, you know. You don't want to step in front of this until we get to a rectangle and see, wow. Look at the amount of size that just come in there. Is the news just happened or something? That's wild. Wow. Did you guys see that? That was crazy. The amount of volume that just come in. You need to rewind that and check if the bid was pulled so aggressively there, because it just looked like huge amount of size come in. Four minutes. This could clean this level here in the next 4 or 5 minutes. Could seriously go down here and clean this with the amount of size that's going to be generated. I'd like to think though that we're just going to end in balance, but knowing how wild M period is, Okay. And I noticed the same again, all the people that jumped in here and steamed in long, you know, their ultimate stop's going to be back down here where we adjust our little rectangle down because people will be adjusting that as well. Well, sorry, they won't be adjusting the rectangle because they're not using rectangles. But let's see what happens when we get down to this level. If we're having our sweep, or are we gonna? I really want us for the action to break these lows and aggressively sell off so we can see the order flow. And it comes in. But that was wild. The amount of selling coming out of absolutely nowhere. We are seeing someone hold this up here with 1,000 contracts absorbed on the bid. Same in NQ. Here we go. Okay, we're going to clear this. Just remember this 25.5, where all this volume is. So we're going to clear. So here we go. We'll clear delta as well. Okay, let's see how we get on here. Are we going to go down and aggressively hit this? Are we going to go down, you know, this area, sweep and then back in balance? Yeah, sweeps. There we go. Tons of orders pulled. You need to get through here. This is going to crack here with the amount of volume it's about to come in a minute's time. Yeah. Now let's see if it's going to sweep it right back up again. In a minute now. Let's see, take it right back up in a minute. Are they going to do it again? NQ's already pulling off. And the size, watch the size, it's about to come in 1 minute. Absolutely drilling through prices right now. Yes, we're seeing the capitulation. But this 1 minute here, this could take it right back up and then we see the sweep. Like that. Is it going to do it? Is it going to take it right the way back up into value? This last 5 minutes of the session is always wild. Wow. See absorption absorbed there, 1300 absorbed. This is the new level, the 1322 where some volume was traded. Last chance, and we're also at our magical little blue line with another rectangle. Mark has effectively got 4 minutes to try and get back in here with the amount of volume that happens. That could be very easy. But you'd like to think after how much is traded up here that we're just going to continue to go down, you know. And as I was saying earlier, the lack of volume traded on the way up here, this, when it does break, can be taken away really easily. So what do you guys, what all did you trade if you're watching? And if you could like the stream, that would be much appreciated. If you're all from the Discord, if you could, if you've not joined the Discord yet, feel free to join. Three contracts on the bid here, geez though, that was extremely pulled there, this price. Yeah, we'll probably give it another 5 minutes or so, guys, and I'll go into Discord and we can have a chat. But what positions did you take today? Were you long on ES or NQ or whatever, or were you fading? What was the strategy you were utilising? So that's the volume done. It always 5 minutes after 9 or 4 o'clock, sorry, US, and then that's pretty much it. Short and sweet session, to be honest. I just thought I'd jump on and we could shoot the breeze. But I'll jump on the Discord and you can hang out. If you've not liked the stream or subscribed, check out the things in the description. Do all the cool YouTube things for me. I'd much appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a. You actually called that, Vic. You try some sell on the first hours in the on the ES session. You mean did you whereabouts did you fade in this sort of area? I think I took an initial fade here and got out for like 8 ticks, and then I caught the fade round about here and obviously didn't hold all the way down to here. I got out. That was pretty much it. So you shorted in B and F period. Ah, nice. Nicely done. Yeah, I was short B period as well. I think round about here, and I remember it ticked back, and I think I was short round about here. I think I took a stop actually, and then I got that back when I shorted down here, and I think that was it done. I took a trade in treasuries, and that was it. I basically copy trade across multiple different accounts, so between a personal and other accounts as well. So I only really need to take 20-30 ticks a day, and I'm really happy, to be honest with you. So what we could see is the market could just go straight bids in the pre-session. It doesn't cost them a lot to move it up. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to potentially call it. The market is trying to break lower here. I don't think so this time. There's not going to be enough volume in this at the moment, I wouldn't say. Normally after the 5 minutes past, the volume tends to die down a little bit. I mean, we could break, but normally there's not enough volume because large traders, they can't close out their positions, to be honest with you. Maybe the last 5 minutes of the day they can close them out, but most likely would just be to reverse back into this sort of range. I can't see us going back up here anymore, you know. I think we just consolidate in here, and we sort of fill out this single print. See this single print right here? You know, I think we just dilly dally around this area now. Fill out. The market loves to fill out single prints. We've got, you know, draw low volume areas, which is going to be here. Singles. There's one there. So there's tons of single prints down here that the market likes to fill out, and that's also the value area, to be honest. So if we look at the composite profile, we're just with a nice bell curve, and then we've broke through the bell curve. But you notice how the size of the candles now, you know, they've dropped significantly, unless we see a continual grind down, but me. Same trades, nice, I'm glad. That's good, just need to perfect order flow around it and you're good to go. So market profile, you know, the market tends to, when it gets to these low volume areas. So we'll see if we're going to have some size to break. I'm quite intrigued if we're going to break here. Spidey senses tell me no, to be honest. I don't know, I just can't see shit tons of volume coming in here to break this at this time. Jeez, it's trying though, isn't it? I mean, everything is ticking down. It's giving the signs, but when you're seeing the selling come in here, it's just not aggressive enough. You need to be seeing like real size come in, you know, and tick down like this actually. But we'll see. It's trying. Maybe they just can't help themselves. But There we go. Nice little bit up. Okie dokie guys. Please make sure and like and comment and stuff. Do all the YouTube things for me. And I'll see you in the Discord. If you've got any questions, please reach out. Watch out for the volume profile video. I'm going to work on it over the next couple of days, and I'll probably release it on Saturday, and we can cover it then. But anyways, guys, hope you have a good evening, and we'll touch base for Friday. Happy Friday tomorrow. So peace. Yeah, it's a good evening, my friend. You have a good evening.